This session came from a Pro Tools file of the original session, Waterfalls by T.L.C. It involved me having to repair an old computer to get to get access to these things. Sorry, my hat's still there from the Mariah Carey one. Get that out of the shot. Yeah, so it was a Pro Tools session attached with the files, so everything was kind of like scattered. So I'd load that into Pro Tools, open it up, and I could see everything that the original producers had done, including automated fader moves. So it was really special to actually get a look at a professional session the way it was left when it was saved, you know, for the master. Really, really cool. I've busted in there and done a bit of work. We'll get to that, but I just want to read you the start of the wiki page for a couple of seconds. Waterfalls is a song by American hip-hop group T.L.C. It was written by Marquise Etheridge and Organized Noise with a verse by T.L.C.'s Lisa Left Eye Lopez for their second album, Crazy Sexy Cool, from '94. With production by Organized Noise, the song was the third single released from the album on May 29, '95 in the US, followed by a UK release on August 5th, '95. Often considered the group's signature song, Waterfalls was an international hit, topping the charts in many countries. The song even spent 7 weeks at number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100, giving the group their second US number 1. The song was number 2 Song of the Year for the Billboard 95 year-end chart. Waterfalls also peaked at number 1 in New Zealand and Switzerland while reaching the top 10 in many other countries. Waterfalls received critical acclaim, earning 2 Grammy nominations at the 38th Grammy Awards 1996 for Record of the Year and Best Pop Performance by a Duo or Group with a Vocal. I'm going to read the last paragraph too because we've already come this far. The song addresses illegal drug trade, promiscuity, and HIV/AIDS. Jarrett E. Nolan of BMG noted that Waterfalls was the first number 1 song to refer to AIDS in one of its verses. Did Sign of the Times was number 1 in the UK, and that's a man who was killed by a big disease with a little name. That's also references, but maybe this is just for the US. Who cares? It's fine. I'm just sticking up for Prince, okay? The music video for the song reflected its socially conscious lyrics with $1 million budget. The video was an MTV staple that boosted the song's success, and it stayed atop the MTV Video Monitor chart for over a month, making T.L.C. the first act to do so. And the video won 4 MTV Music Video Awards in '95, including Video of the Year. T.L.C. was the first African-American act to receive the trophy. Just so you know, this song ain't playing, man. This is legit. This is a huge hit. T.L.C., it's their signature song. When people think of T.L.C., they think of Waterfalls and No Scrubs, and we're lucky enough to have heard both of them. Moving over to the mix window, check it out. So we've got 26 channels here. Let's see what we can see what's going on. I have, like I have mentioned a couple of times now, gone into the original session and had to render these out as full big audio clips. Otherwise, every single one of these was split into segments. And I mean, if you go up and have a look at these 2 sections here, all these clicks here, they had been individually laid out as individual files, individual clips, every single one of them. So I'm like, yeah, we ain't having any of that. Let's render that down so it's all synced to time and it's all good. And let's have a look. We've got 26 channels. These first 2 are fantastic. My favourite piece of music, it's drumsticks clicking. Let's listen. And that is for the duration of the song. So we're going to mute those first and foremost. There are also a few tracks here that say things like hats, off, perk L and perk R, off. Now, they were actually muted in the track when I opened them up, and I had to, they were hard muted, and I mean the clip was disabled, so I was not able to listen to it, so I've had to re-enable those, and then I figure I can just mute them later if I need to. Okay, let's get into the track, and let's hear one of the cool things that you never hear, because this is not in the original. This is part of how they keep time, and it goes a little something like this.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Thank you very much, mysterious voice. It almost sounds like a robot, except
1, 2, 3, 4.
It had to be a dude's voice because I don't know if the speaking spell was that advanced to that point. Let's check out the kick drum in Waterfalls. You might need headphones for this. This is a very deep kick drum. Turn the volume up. Wow, look at that. Just So look at that. That's just a giant big sine wave. Now, could this come from the 808 drum machine? Maybe, but it's just this big low note with a really long release. Doom. Super big. Doesn't sound like a whole lot on its own. Let's check out what it's bringing up. So it's just all like 47, 50 hertz. What? Let's check it. So that's the wrong one. Yeah, that's all about that. 50 hertz-ish. Pull that out. And it's still got plenty of everything around it, but what a big beefcake of a kick drum sound. Let's check out these hats here. Though these were switched off when I opened this up, right? They're pretty tight. They're pretty tight. Look at that. Everything above 2K. And like some kind of like weird stuff. We'll filter that out. We don't need that. It ain't our mix, but... And these did have plugins and stuff built into them. I also was doing a Britney one at the time, which I got to do a lot of work on because it needs to be repaired. But, sorry, the train of thought was completely gone there, which also had stuff. Not only that, it had soft synths that were built into Pro Tools, built into it. Okay, so that's super crispy, just lots of top-end detail. Snare loop 02, but that was also switched off in the mix. So, no, I'm going to leave it on. I'm going to leave it on when we put it all together. And that looks like it's clipping out, but I've just got the waveform maximized. Yes. We're feeling it. Add the kick. That's beefcake. Snare, hat space. Bring it down so it's not piercing. Those noises there. That's the part. That's the bit that you pick up in the actual track, which is really cool. Triggerman 02 is the name of this sample. That's an 808 for sure. Yep. That's got such huge like reverb on it. That's massive. Listen to that. That sound is like, is it the claves or something on the 808, the TR-808? But that's sick. It's just a big. Is it a mono track? Because this thing, what it does when you import tracks that say L&R, it comps them into a signal stereo file. But that's just a mono track. Yeah, straight up and down. Nice. Perk L off, perk R off. Oh, it hasn't done it here. Interesting. Oh, because the it doesn't say L or at the end, L and R at the end. I think that's how the protocol must be set. But let's pan that hard left and hard right and listen to that. These were switched off, by the way. Okay. Put your headphones on if you want to hear this properly. Yep. Add the 808, Triggerman. Yeah. So we got a little bit of music in the background of that, which is pretty cool. Clav loop, which one starts real early, but I noticed in the track it's not actually there, so there will have been automation in that, which I wish I could show you the Pro Tools session from my other computer. It's just so slow. I couldn't dare do it to you. Yeah, right. Okay, that's clav loop, right? Let's move it. Hey, that's a cheat. We can't show you that yet. Okay. And then perk R and perk L, right? Okay, that's got a little bit more detail in it, and it's panned. Maybe, I don't know why they were off, though. Okay. So we can see that's pretty much just the same for the whole thing. I wonder why perk L and R has a dip in like the left-hand side here, but let's find out. That's weird. It's like the signal just drops. Maybe that's why they switched it off and just left the other one in. bass, this is cool. This was also switched off, and I don't understand why, because, I mean, you don't have Waterfalls without this bass track. Listen to that bit of bass. Like, there's some really good shit in here, trust me. Yes! I thought this was guitar for years until, like, today. Here it comes. Yes, this is the business. Listen to the... It's like an auto cue or something. Or is it just a wah? Tell me, you T.L.C experts out there. Tell me, all you bass experts out there. I want to know, is that a wah or is it an auto cue pedal? What's the exact thing? Was it a Digitech multi-effects? Just, you guys know it, so tell me about it. I want to hear it. Some tasty bass. Let's just listen to this for the rest of the time. Listen to that guitar playing on bass. Listen to this. And let's add some shit. We're finna get sued. Sorry. We can establish that bass. So good. Let's add some horns. I'm even doing a voice. All right, we get it. There's bass in there. We get it. It's a good time. It's fun to sing to. And if it ain't fun to sing to, it ain't a good song. And this is a good song. Okay. Horns time. We heard a little bit of a sneak on that one. This is one that did comp down into a stereo file. Okay. Now, your guess is as good as mine if you think that's real or a sample. Real meaning played in the studio on the day, or sampled and hit with a key. It's just so tight that it's possible that it was a sample. However, that sounds so good. It does have a little bit of a flutter at the end, which I don't know if is a natural thing. That right at the end. But my God, if they're samples, they're great samples. Another one coming up, which we'll add that one into. That's a classic. I'll tell you why I think that's a real one, because you can hear the background vocals in the track, which means someone's headphones is a little bit loud, which is also fine. And remember that when you're recording at home, it doesn't matter if you get a bit of bleed because it blends in with the rest of the song. And then what's this other track? 100%. That's real. I mean, that's recorded. Gorgeous. What's this? I'll move up a little and we hear a bit of everything. See, geez, that could... that's really tough to call. We can hear some weird kind of like artifacting going on here, like clipping or something. Here kind of going in the background. Let's just isolate the one set of horns. Really strange, but then again, if it's real lips on real instruments, you're going to get that. Yeah, it's very strange, isn't it? But either way, you're never going to hear that tiny little bit of detail when you blend it in with the entire track. So get over it, Broden. And I'm pretty sure that's just the same over and over again. We can probably see that that's pretty much the same. Oh, well, I say that and then the first one's different because I'm a moron. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that part. Don't go chasing waterfalls. That's great. Can you hear it? Don't go. Oh, man, I sound like Dr. Hibbert there for a second. Wurlitzer. Wurlitzer, for those who don't know, is a brand of electric piano similar to the Fender Rhodes, and which is also one of the other keys to my heart. If you have a Wurlitzer or a Rhodes that you'd like to donate, please contact me via the comments, and I'll give you my address. Oh, listen to how good it is. Never mind me. How cool is that? Move up a little. Let's add that with just one other thing, bass, right? Let's do it. Can't even pick where that goes, so let's try something more rhythmic. Man, what's going on here? Something sounds severely out of time. Maybe it's me. Everything's linked, everything's cool. I don't know. Maybe I'm just tripping out or something, but we get it. This is what Wurlitzer sounds like. Okay. Yep. And why is that so pleasing? There's not heaps of top end, which doesn't make it too harsh. We're not freaking out because it's gone over our ears. It's not like, really hyper distorted guitar or anything like that. And it's leaving room for things like vocals and percussion to fall through. But we can see this nice sweet little spot around 200, 300. It's filling it. And every time a note gets hit, you can see the harmonic pop up. So all those little spikes there are the all the other notes that go along with that note. Beautiful. You can see them popping up. And a little bit of rumble down the bottom there. It's not enough to worry about filtering, so we're cool. Okay, now what is this next track? It's called Music L off and Music R off. These ones were, you guessed it, muted. Panned. It's got it all in there. So why would they do this in a session, right? So just say it's 1994, you're recording on computers for the first time. Not for the first time, but it's early technology computers. Now, what happens when you add a plug-in, which is something you use to mix, like as you can see, we pull up these EQs, and that's a plug-in. They take processing power. You got 50 tracks or whatever, and you want to blend them all down, and you want to record vocals over it. You're going to be using all that processing power, and you've got to do vocals over the top. You go to sing, and it goes ba 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 ba, and so there's latency between your vocal because the computer's processing all these plugins and it can't get your voice to go straight through into the recording. So what do? Well, you render everything down to a 2-track and maybe a couple of things so you can isolate a stereo file, stems, a stereo mix of the drums, a stereo mix of the guitars, and a stereo mix of whatever else you want. So you can go, hey, take the drums out, I'll just do my vocals over the guitar and the keyboards. So they would do stuff like this, Music L, Music R. And then they would turn them off later because they would mix the rest of the track and just use it as a guide. So you now have this going on, and then we add this other track here, which was called, what was it, Perk Off? We pretty much got the track, right? You're chasing waterfalls. And you can record over that without having to use the processing for everything else. You can let that have a rest. Your computer can have a rest. And then you can drop your vocals in underneath all of that stuff. Again, we're not a mix school. But, hey, there's a little bit of intel on how that would work. So we're going to turn that off because it's off in the file and it's just a lot of stuff going on. Actually, I'll turn the percussion off too. I don't know why I said it like that. It's YouTube voice where you got to fake everything you say and be disingenuous about what you believe. Anyway, Stratocaster, an individual monofile for Strat. Love it. And I believe in the original track, this is a little bit right shifted. But we'll leave it center for now. Not our mix. Cool. Some gorgeous chords there. And maybe it's the same wah effect that they used on the bass. Could be the same person. I don't know. But you can tell me who played on it. If you played on it, actually contact me and let's have a chat. That's so cool. It sounds super clean. It sounds a little mid-rangey. We should be checking out that EQ while we're there. But it also sounds recorded because there is a little bit of bass going on in the background. If you're listening through headphones, you can hear some bleed from other instruments. I love that. See that? You can see the bottom end here. If I filter everything out of the top right. I don't know if you can hear that, but there's a little bit of bass in there. If you wanted to tidy that up, you could... See, it won't even go brighter. Like, it's the energy's there, but the actual music won't let it do it. But yeah, nice and smooth, not too top-endy, not too Nile Rodgery, like Nile Rodgers with his direct straight in. You can hear that it's got a little bit more... how should I say, not warmth, but it's a little more amped, I suppose. I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. I don't know what I'm talking about, guys. Don't listen to me. There's 5 other guys who do this on YouTube. Go and watch them. Sometimes. Now, I think this might be a vocal part, and if it is, then we'll go to the middle point of the video. Let's hear it.
Sometimes.
Okay. It's that sample.
Sometimes.
Now, I'm sure you guys know what that is, and if you do, put a link to the original song in the comments, because I want to hear that. Sometimes we could probably look it up and recreate it. And one more of those.
Sometimes.
And then there's a bank of 4.
Sometimes.
And then another, what is this? Don't go, don't go, don't go.
Sometimes.
And that's just in there, right? I never knew or noticed that was there, but apparently it's there. There you go. So we're at that point now. We can have a quick look back at what we've seen so far and move on through to the vocals. So we've had a listen to these quite funny stick clicks. We've had a listen to the ever so amazing
1, 2, 3, 4.
That's how we do it. That's how it don't go chase some waterfall. That's how we make a song. We just count and then click. So let's check out this massive low-ended kick. And this classic Trigger Man loop, clav, bass, and we are clipping. All right, bring it back. Sorry for blowing your head off there. Horns, please. All right, now we're going to get shut down if we go too much further, but you can see what we are doing so far. This is the point. We call it about, what, halfway here? Yeah, cool. Well, no, it's going to be a long one then. It's already 24 minutes in. Yeah, hey, if you're watching live on Facebook, thank you very much. You guys are the OGs. You guys are my mates, and I appreciate you a lot. Go over to the YouTube and have a look. There's now over 40 videos, and my Prince one finally got released, so thank you so much to Warner for releasing that. And yeah, thanks to everybody for coming in to check out things, and all the really, really great Mariah fans on YouTube, because you guys on Facebook hate Mariah. Thanks for coming and checking out that and really enjoying it. Yes, I'm working on getting Britney, Give Me More. Yes, I'm working on fixing up Break the Ice by Britney. And I'm going to do those ones as well, as much as I can get, as much as I can do. And look, to be honest with you, if I don't like the song, I'm probably not going to do it. But if I can get access to it, I'm going to do it for you. So yeah, thanks, and do all the subscribing and all that kind of crap. You know what I mean? Yeah, whatever we have to do to get me out of work forever, it would be really, really good. We're going to move over to Chili's vocals. Let's go back into the window and check that out. Chili's ad libs. Let's hear them first.
Chasing waterfalls.
Oh yeah, thanks.
That you used to. Your way,
Chili.
your way, or no way, moving too fast.
Chili, of course, being the C in T.L.C, right? More, please, Chili.
Don't go chasing waterfalls.
So I wonder if like that is they've just looped what she was doing, or she was like G'ing up for it each time. Let's hear it, because this is that don't go, don't go, don't. So let's hear it. Yeah.
Don't go.
Yeah, that's looped. That's looped. But yeah, no one's doing that.
Don't go chasing waterfalls. And please stick to the licks that you're used to.
So smooth sounding.
Oh,
What's she bringing up?
oh, you're moving too fast.
I want to see what's going on.
Don't go too fast.
She sounds so rich and thick, but still like defined enough, you know, to get what she's doing.
Hey,
Hey, I can't even get it.
I know, your way.
I wonder what mic they used for this.
Don't go chasing waterfalls. And please stick to the licks that you're used to.
I don't often say this with these tracks, but what a beautifully recorded vocal take. It just sounds like I'm in there with them. She sounds great. Great work, Chili.
Oh, you're moving too fast. Don't go too fast.
Your headphones.
Hey, I know.
See, they've boosted that part up there, right? You can tell because the headphone noise comes up so fast. So she might have just done a real hey, and they've boosted it. Ready?
Hey,
and then the volume drops down. So they've grabbed that clip in Pro Tools and gained it up.
I know your way.
Okay, that track seems like pretty straightforward. We'll start stacking these up in a minute. There's Chili Ad Lib 2, and let's just hear what she's got to say.
Recognize his own face.
Huh? Recognize his own face.
Recognize his own face.
All right, and what are we saying up here, Chili? Good hum.
Waterfalls.
Let's put those two waterfalls together. I want to hear them.
Chasing waterfalls.
Yeah, that's so good.
Hey. Moving too fast.
Well, that was a punch in. Listen.
Moving too fast. Listen, keep going.
Yeah, thank you.
Moving too fast. Listen, keep going.
Chili ad libs for show. Just vocalizing, just trying to get some feel for the next part of the take, and then they cut her off in that take.
Stop.
Maybe she's saying stop the tape.
Stop.
And they already stopped on her, so she's done with that track, and we go over to the next Chili ad lib 3.
3 letters took him to his final resting place.
And she must have done that last because you can hear the in the other headphone. So listen up again, and then we'll put them together.
3 letters took him to his final resting place.
Now that is also the infamous line about AIDS. 3 letters took him to his final resting place, which is the AID. And we'll add that other one in.
3 letters took him to his final resting place. Chasing waterfall.
That's cool. So we've gone Chili ad lib, and that's everything on that track there. Chili ad lib edit. So, what could this possibly be? Can you hear the piano? Just listen up.
Chasing waterfalls.
I wonder what that is.
That you used to.
Maybe there's a demo in the background that they've produced the vocals to first. Interesting that boom ba dum 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 would be sitting in the background like that. Ah, well, there you go. More chili.
Your way, or no way, moving too fast.
Cool. I'm pretty sure that's it. Oh no. Think before you speak.
Don't go chasing waterfalls, and please stick to the lakes that you're used to. Oh,
Gorgeous.
oh, you're moving too fast. Don't go too fast. Hey,
That's that bit that got boosted.
I know.
Nothing
Your way.
I'm moving too fast. You can still hear that weird piano in the background. That's weird.
Don't go chasing waterfalls, and please stick to the lakes that you're used to. Oh,
So sonically pleasing.
oh, you're moving too fast.
And I know it's still very late in the video, but for those of you who are interested, Hamid, you know I'm talking to you. It's 24-bit 48K audio files.
Don't go too fast.
Okay.
Hey, I know your way.
All right, we're digging that. Okay, background vocals. I think you know what this is going to be. This is the chorus. Now this is the bit. If you're watching now, stick around because this is where they hit us with the band hammer. So yeah, all right, let's go for broke.
Don't go.
It's too effing loud to start with. I'm bringing that back. Okay, let's try that again.
Don't go chasing waterfalls. Please stick to the rivers and the lakes.
There's some kind of weird artifacting on there that I can hear. It's like croaking, like this weird thing. I do remember in the Pro Tools session it did sound like it was clipping out, but this is something else. Let's hear it.
Don't go chasing waterfalls. Please stick to the rivers and the lakes that you're used to. I know that you're gonna have it your way or nothing at all. But I think you're moving too fast.
Okay, that's very cool. And I got a strange feeling. It's similar like that.
Don't go chasing waterfalls. Please stick to the rivers and the lakes that you're used to. I know that you're gonna have it your way or nothing at all. But I think you're moving too fast.
Okay. So yeah, pretty safe to say that's going to be like that all the way along. So we're going to move over to Tione, which has the main vocal take. So let's listen up to this, and then we'll go to Left Eye's rap at the end. You can hear those drums in the headphones immediately. Listen up.
A lonely mother gazing out of a window, staring at a sun that she just can't touch.
She's nice and croaky, and she's, I got that.
If at any time he's in a jam, she'll be by his side. But he doesn't realize he hurts her so much.
Gorgeously thick recording.
But all the praying just ain't helping at all, 'cause he can't seem to keep himself out of trouble.
Really nice and
So
nasally.
it goes out and he makes his money the best way he knows how. Another body laying cold in the gutter. Listen to me.
That's some hardcore shit. Go and listen to what she just said there, man. This is some fucked up stuff. Yeah, I mean, like, again, not just a massive hit for those reasons. We've definitely been ban-hammered because all the viewers have just disappeared. It's deep on a lot of levels for a lot of people, and listen to this. Like, it's just...
So it goes out and he makes his money the best way he knows how. Another body laying cold in the gutter. Listen to me.
So we're talking about people who deal drugs for money, man, and just killing each other. It's just messed up shit.
Don't go chasing waterfalls.
Which is also how the AIDS part got in, because of the people that sharing needles and stuff like that. And don't go chasing waterfalls, man. I think they know what, you know what they're talking about now, right? Yeah, don't go chasing waterfalls.
Please stick to the rivers and the lakes that you're used to. I know that you're gonna have it your way or nothing at all, but I think you're moving too fast.
Right. You can hear that kick drum going sick in the background. I'm going to bring that back for 1 minute. Where is it? Why isn't it in there? That's really strange. Let's just check this part here. That's called kick.
Little Precious has a natural obsession for temptation, but he just can't see.
Okay.
She gives him loving that his body can handle, but all he can say is, baby, it's good to me.
So a lot of the stuff going on up the top end of Tione, who was the T in T.L.C, obviously, you can hear that if you... A lot of the recordings I get, this is what they sound like, right? Listen up.
One day he
they
goes
sound muffled,
and takes a glimpse in the mirror,
and then
but he doesn't
that's
recognize
too much top
his
end.
own
We
face.
just got this really gorgeous flat recording of exactly what
His
a voice
hope
sounds
is
like.
fading and he doesn't know why. 3 letters took him to his final resting place. Y'all don't hear me.
Now let's hear Chili on the back of that.
Why? 3 letters took him to his final resting place. Y'all don't hear me. Don't go chasing waterfalls. Please stick to the rivers and the lakes that you're used to. I know that you're gonna have it your way or nothing at all, but I think you're moving too fast.
Right.
Don't go chasing waterfalls. Please stick to the rivers and the lakes that you're used to. I know that you're gonna have it your way or nothing at all, but I think you're moving too fast.
Okay, now what do we got here? We got Lisa Left Eye Lopez rap, and this section was switched off at the time when I opened up the Pro Tools session. But we'll stick with Tione for a moment and see what's going on in the back there, and then I'm going to chuck that Left Eye rap on.
Don't go chasing waterfalls.
Yep.
Please stick to.
I'm safe to say that's going to happen for that whole section, so we'll skip through.
Don't go.
Oh, this is the don't go.
Don't go chasing.
My favourite bit. So let's hear this this rap section from Left Eye, who is the L in TLC.
Come on. I seen a rainbow yesterday, but too many storms have come and gone, leaving a trace of not one God-given ray. Is it because my life is 10 shades of gray? I pray all 10 fade away, seldom praise him for the sunny days. And like his promise is true, only my faith can undo the many chances I blew to bring my life to a new clear blue and unconditional skies have dried the tears from my eyes, no more lonely cries. My only bleeding hope is for the folk who can't cope with such an enduring pain that it keeps them in the pouring rain. Who's to blame for tooting Cain into your own vein? What a shame. You shoot and aim for someone else's brain. You claim the insane and name this day and time for fall and prey to crime. I say the system got you victim to your own mind. Dreams are hopeless aspirations and hopes are coming true. Believe in yourself. The rest is up to me and you.
Just
and you. And you.
Show me another rapper, modern, with flow and content and just something like Left Eye had. Man, that is like, nobody's doing that now. They're all catching their breath going, I just want to get another rap out, then I can't think about what I'm trying to say. Sorry, I'm having a seizure. But Left Eye is just pumping this stuff out. I mean, she was no amateur. She was definitely no amateur.
I seen a rainbow yesterday, but too many storms have come and gone, leaving a trace of not one God-given ray. Is it because my life is 10 shades of gray? I pray all 10.
Is it because my life is 10 shades of grey? Like, just the flow is just perfect, and yeah, listen to it. Go and study this yourself. I want to hear what you think about it. Yeah, enjoy some of that. Now let's chuck a few tracks together and see if we can we listen to a few parts. Let's chuck them all together, actually. All the chilies.
10 fade away, seldom breaking for the sunny days. And like his promise is true, only my faith can undo the many chances I blew to bring my life to a new clear blue and unconditional skies have dried the tears.
So is this like, you have to tell me here because I don't remember this far into the track off the top of my brain, but I got a strange feeling that those things don't intrude with each other in the real track. So
tears from my eyes, no more lonely cry.
this is that don't go.
The rest is up to me. Yeah,
Don't go chasing waterfalls. Please stick to the rivers and the lakes that you're used to. I know that you're gonna have it your way or nothing at all, but I think you're moving too fast.
See, this is one of those great times where if you're a singer or if you want to mess around singing songs, just harmonise with these guys because they're so good and you can just throw whatever you want over it. It's just, these are, man, listen up.
Moving too fast.
Don't go chasing waterfalls.
Don't go.
Stop bringing it all in, huh?
Rivers and the lakes that you're used to. I know that you're gonna have it your way or nothing at all.
Right, we're getting that point there. We can see that this is unmixed. As I mentioned a couple of times, the original Pro Tools version, you can see all the fader moves happening at the same time. They're really, really great to watch. Sorry, I can't give that to you right now. I refuse to use Pro Tools. Sorry, Avid. You're going to have to do a bit of work to get me back. But yeah, I mean, what a great session. What a really great time. We got we heard everything. We heard one of the greatest tracks of the 90s. The proof is in the wiki page. Go and read it. Thank you all very much for coming to check this one out. What a good time. Go and have a look at some of the other videos. There is No Scrubs by T.L.C. as well as if you're a Mariah fan and if you like a lot of stuff from the 90s and 2000s that were, a lot of the solo female singers and girl groups and stuff like that. I've got some of those things. Nobody else is doing those, I've noticed. We've got a lot of guys doing Michael Jackson and Queen, which, I do too. They're doing heavy songs, and you know what? That's cool. You guys can, enjoy that like I do. I watch some of those too, but I'm interested in checking out some of these ones because they're interesting to me. They're from my time, and they're something that I enjoy. Not even a guilty pleasure. They're just a regular pleasure. Don't be afraid to like what you like. Thanks for coming and checking it out. See you next time. Bye. Oh, don't forget to drink some water and GFY. See ya.